It's on, but it's not.
Alright, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for coming to our dedication ceremony. My name is Katie Swanson, and I'm one of the leaders of the Girl Scout troop. We also have Jean Byzinski and Sandy Jenkins, my co-leaders. And this project has been about a year in the making, and the girls have worked very, very hard for this. And we're looking forward to starting the dedication ceremony. We're going to start off with a little Christmas music. Some of our girls, as you can see, are in the Windsor Locks Middle School band and do various instruments. So they would just like to kick it off with a few Christmas tunes. All right, ladies? We have Heather Frew. We have Katie Horan, Sarah Jenkins, Sarah Bowl, Miranda Welch, Bethany Rodriguez, and Caitlin Wiskowski. All right, ladies. When you're ready. One, two, three, one,
actual location is in our small little town of Windsor Locks. So a couple of us did some research to find out the history and make sure it was true.
In our research, we found an article in the December 2004 issue of Yankee magazine called "Can New England Claim the First American Christmas?" The writer was searching high and low for the first site. This is the last paragraph of the article. Just before I was about to give up finding the first Christmas tree, a dramatic and historic discovery. The first American house to celebrate Christmas with a decorated tree was in Connecticut. In a delightfully written book published by the Windsor Locks, Connecticut Historical Society in 1978, I found a well-documented account of how a Haitian soldier by the name of Hendrik Rodmore, captured in Bennington, Vermont in 1776, went to work on the farm of one Samuel Denslow of Windsor Locks. Each Christmas for the subsequent 14 years he lived with the Denslow family, Hendrik Rodmore put up and decorated a Christmas tree at the Denslow farm. I am peacefully content that the Denslow farm Christmas tree was the first genuine American Christmas tree. That is, until someone proves otherwise.
After realizing that this was true, our troop came up with a plan. We met with Mike Russo of Russo Landscaping to get his opinion on what we should do. trying to get a recycled, environmental-friendly bench for the area, which we found to be very expensive. That is when we were saved by the Winslack Conservation Society. They liked the idea of what we were trying to accomplish, so they offered us the funds to purchase the bench and the date mark for we have places by the tree. When it was time for women to put all these ideas into motion, our parents came to play. Our dad spent a Saturday morning with us pouring cement for the bench. We even had help from the Winslack side for supplying the water for the use at the site. Thank you, Jim Pierce and Andrew Plant, that we were able to move the original storm marker for that Mr. Rontari had donated to the site years ago as a symbol of the first Christmas.
A place where people can come and reflect on the history of the first Christmas tree in New England.
We may not have mentioned everyone that had a hand in this project, but we really want to thank everyone. It was a collaboration of our leaders, our parents, our supporters, and the townspeople that have made this a huge success. We can only hope that someday we will bring our children to this spot and explain to them how much fun and hard work went into the project and how historical this site really is.
I'd like to introduce you Peggy Sayers. If you would like to come up and just say a few words to the girls.
Thank you. I really want to thank the Girl Scouts. This is a wonderful project and you have done an excellent job. And it is really important that we remember our history and we take our history collectively, and because it tells us a little bit about ourselves, and it's how we learn about ourselves. I was a Girl Scout back many years ago, so some of the community projects that you have been doing for the community of Windsor Locks have been really wonderful. The bench that's down on the Canal Park, and a number of other things. So I want to thank you for all that you did, for thinking of this project, for working it through, and all the good work that you did in making it really happen. Thank you very much.
Selectman, Mr. Steve Warwick.
Thank you. I want to thank the Girl Scouts. Again, the Girl Scouts have come through with another worthwhile project. Although we were incorporated in 1854, our heritage goes back many years before, as noted by what the girls had talked about. I want to thank Sue Barciani, my secretary, for suggesting this project. We were out here this spring when the tree was planted. It was a little, well, similar to what it's doing today, drizzly. But again, this is part of our heritage, and I want to thank the girls for all they've done. Thank you.
Thank you. The President of the Windsor Locks Conservation Commission, Mr. Dick Frawley.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I apologize.
We didn't get elected president. On behalf of the Windsor Locks Conservation Commission and its members, we would like to thank the Girl Scouts for taking such a project on, and it really came out wonderful as we looked at it. The bench was great, and I was there one day, I saw their dads working, digging away, Jim Pierce moving the stone. Incidentally, the Girl Scout leaders that are all named on your program. We had Rose Horan, our secretary, that was a good go-between between the Historical Society, and she's actually suggested it to the members of the Conservation Commission that it would be a nice idea to donate some funds, and the funds that we had actually were donated by Hamilton Sandstrom, and Miss Cynthia Forbes is the coordinator for Hamilton Sandstrom, and we asked her to come to see what the fruits of the money they donated, and it really is a great piece of work. We hope someday in the Conservation Commission to be able to get them a plaque to put on that stone also, which Mr. Pierce moved a couple of weeks ago. And I remember in 1993 when I was asked by the Benitos to survey, try to locate where the cabin was from the old historical records. So even on one day, even on a day I came out here surveying after I had researched the records, I had my son help me one day. It was raining cats and dogs, and the road up there used to be called First Division Road, West Street. This was like second tier road back on Spring Street, and all the dimensions were given in chains and weights. And we located, and when I got finished here, we only put a wooden stake in the area, and it would be approximately within 100 feet. We couldn't get it any closer than that. We didn't have any digs or anything to verify it, but according to the notes, that's where it was. Where the fellow that it says on here in 1777, he supposedly had the Christmas tree. And so this is a nice remembrance and a memorial to everyone. And thank you to the Girl Scouts and their leaders and all the parents that are working so hard to do that. And thank you very much. Thanks for inviting us to be here.
And I would like to introduce you Mrs. Christopher, our service unit manager of the Windsor Locks Girl Scouts.
Girls, it's my privilege to be here with you today, and I'll be reading Governor Jody Rell's official statement to you, but before I do that, I want to congratulate you on achieving your goal and finishing your project, and really giving the community something to look back and reflect on, and you'll look back years from now and remember what you did, how hard you worked, and how you really brought the whole community together. You brought the town selectmen's office together, the historical society together, the conservation committee, town businesses, your families, your leaders, and it's really an inspiration that years from now you look back on and be proud of. Governor Rell sent her official statement. It says, on behalf of the state of Connecticut, I am Jody Rell, Governor, take great pleasure in congratulating the town of Windsor Locks and the Windsor Locks Girl Scouts in recognition of their dedication ceremony of the Noden Reed Farm Christmas tree on October 5th, 2008. As the location of the first decorated Christmas tree in all of New England, Noden Reed Farm holds great historical significance for the citizens of the town of Windsor Locks and all of Connecticut. I commend all the volunteers from the Windsor Locks Girl Scouts and the town of Windsor Locks who have worked so hard to create this fitting tribute to the original Noden Reed Christmas tree. Therefore, I am Jody Rell, Governor of the state of Connecticut, in recognition of the first dedicated Christmas tree in New England, do hereby officially proclaim October 5th, 2008 as the Noden Reed Farm Christmas Tree Day in the state of Connecticut. Yay!
Thank you. All right, girls, it's time for you to cut the ribbon. Woohoo! Come on up. Hey, everybody, hold on to that ribbon. All got a cameras. You want to come? You guys want it? Can we turn around the other way? Oh, God, we can wait a minute. Hold that. We need a count.
Wait a minute, wait 1 more minute.
All right, 1, 2, 3, cut. All right, girls, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming. But before you go, I just really want to say thank you to all the families of the girls. Without you, we could not have done this at all, especially with the mosquitoes and the rain and everything else. Thank you again to Sue very much for this idea and letting us tree and teaching the girls everything.
Congratulations.
From the fire department to the historical society, but thank you all for coming and making this happen. All right, girls. Yay!